So, I'm wearing the same outfit that I was wearing in my last video because it's the same day. I'm out of breath from walking like 3 steps. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm here with my pet chinchillas. This is Nugget. He's being a little more friendly right now, but he still wants me to get away from him. This is the baby. I know he doesn't look... Oh, okay, I scared the shit out of him. I know that he doesn't look much like a baby. He's almost a year old. And this down here is Mama Chin. And she is not very friendly right now. Their cage is a mess. Like, I really need to clean it out. But Daisy's Mama Chin. And she's just a kinder chinchilla than Nugget, her child. Now, she does not really have a name because I could never decide on one and I couldn't really think of one, and we also thought that she was a boy. So that is another story. Let me try to set this up. So we kind of just call her Mama because she's a mom. Before we just called her Chinner. It's like 5 o'clock. 5 p.m. She's not a fan of that time of the day. It's still daytime, still bedtime for her. But she's seeming to get used to the idea. Yeah. She's being a brat. Let me love you, please. Okay, I got her. This is my Jean. The story behind her is an interesting one. Growing up, my boyfriend and I both wanted chinchillas. As children, it was something that we both really wanted. And then as adults, we just were talking and we're like, you know, I've always wanted a chinchilla. And I was like dead ass serious. Like, I wanted... Are you okay? She just fell down that crack. Damn it. She got stuck. She fell, oh, I'm sorry. She fell down the bed crack and she got stuck and I had to save her. I couldn't find her. What is she so scared of? I don't know what's happening. Maybe I should put her back in and leave her alone. What is she doing? The story behind them is that, yeah, we both wanted chinchillas. So for my birthday, my boyfriend decided to surprise me with a chinchilla that we were told was male. It was a male chinchilla that was 6 months old. So I'm gonna put her back. She is like chirping. So yeah, we were told that she was a 6-month-old male chinchilla. So we brought her home. You know, life was normal till 2 months later. It was December 30th of last year. And my boyfriend was playing these games and I was like taking care of them. I heard her making this noise. Like, she would like kind of like breathe and then like her exhale would be like a squeak. Kind of like she was hiccuping, kind of, sort of. And she kept doing that, like just squeaking and making these noises. And I'm like, is she okay? Like, what is going on? So I went over to the cage and she's like breathing really like heavy and just like squeaking and crying, like making this like high-pitched like crying noise kind of. So I called my boyfriend up. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, is she okay? So we look stuff up and everything, and we kind of look at her and we feel her tummy, like her stomach feels like really hard. So our first thought, because we're thinking that she's a boy, was that she's constipated. So we're looking up like all these things, like how bad is it that they're constipated, blah blah blah. And it's like pretty serious if that were the case. So we're like really stressed. And we're like, well, how can we fix it? We're looking all this stuff up. And she keeps getting like worse and worse. Like, we're like, oh my god, like she's gonna die. Like, we thought she was gonna die. So we're really upset, really stressed. So my boyfriend keeps picking her up and looking at like her stomach area. Keep in mind, we still think that she's a boy. So I don't know why either of us at this point didn't put two and two together and like maybe she's giving birth. We were still stuck on the shitting problems. So my boyfriend's on his phone looking at all this stuff and he keeps taking her out, like massaging her belly. This whole thing probably happened in like 15-20 minutes, maybe less. So it was a quick labor, but so we hold her and he flips her over and we see like fuzzy, like two little, it looked like literal balls, like a fuzz ball underneath her. So we're thinking like, oh, it's his balls. Like, we never noticed that before, I guess. So we're like, whatever, it's fine, you know. So it was the baby coming out, furry baby coming out. So we put her down after that. She keeps wanting to like escape, like put me the F down, I'm giving birth kind of thing. So we didn't know that though, obviously. So we put her down, my boyfriend's on his phone, I'm like watching her. I look over at his phone and then I look back and there's just a rat, like this wet looking rat coming out of her butt. I'm like, what is going on? I still didn't think at that point that she was having a baby. I don't know why. I literally thought, I'm not going to lie, I thought that she ate a rat and shit it out. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be funny. That is the first thought that crossed my mind. Because I was just so convinced that she was a boy. I just had it in my mind that she's a boy. That was my first thought, that she ate a rat and shit it out. Not that she was actually a girl, that she just gave birth. Chinchillas obviously don't eat meat, let alone other rodents. So I don't know why I thought that, but she gave birth. And it's still the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Like, it was such a weird experience. I kind of wish I could relive it, but also not. It was so weird. Like, the feeling after, we're like, what the f? The whole last 2 months was a complete just lie. Like, our life for the past 2 months was a lie. It's weird. But luckily, she had one baby, and that's Nugget over there on the top bunk there. Yeah, that was wild. So he's turning a year old this December 30th, I think his birthday was. So it's still weird to think about, like, that moment. We were so freaked out. And my mom wasn't even home. My dad was like outside shoveling snow, I think, at the time. So it was just the two of us, and we're just completely like, what the f do we even do right now? But we looked up like chinchilla baby care and like how to raise it and all that, and yeah, we figured it out. We went to Walmart and we bought it was some combination of like goat's milk and I forget, it was like a combination of a bunch of stuff in case she's not lactating and the baby's not getting food. We made him his own mixture of food, but it turns out she was, and everything was fine. Luckily, his birth was problem-free, which is kind of rare. Like, it's rare that they actually like live and are okay, but I think what helped was that our room is so hot. And it was really hard because we had to keep her cool, but we had to keep the baby warm. And she was a really good mom. She adjusted to parenthood well. She would always, you know, sit on and make sure he was warm and all that, which I'm glad that she did, so we didn't have to worry about that too much. And yeah, they lived happily ever after. Yeah, obviously they were together in the same cage for as long as they could be. I think it was 8 weeks, and then we separated them. We bought another cage, set it up. He's got his own place now. Of course she had a boy. Like, she couldn't have a girl and they couldn't live happily together. So yeah, that's the story there. He's so noisy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I'll try to include my chinchillas in more videos. If maybe I could do like a FAQ about chinchillas. I will see you in my next video, whenever that is. Bye!